Hi there, my name is Nicole Hebert with the Moose Jaw Journey to Hope team, and this is Voices of Hope.
Hi, my name is Brenda Zinn, and I'm Executive Director and Clinical Counselor for Moose Jaw Family Services. I'm here to share a bit of my story today of why I kind of steered towards mental health and my experiences with that. So when I was 19 years old, I got in a car accident and I ended up getting full thickness frostbite and spent probably about a year in recovery to bounce back from that. I had a bit of a pain pill addiction, as well as some post-traumatic stress. I ended up with partial amputation of my foot and a flap graft. And so then I continued to live with chronic pain. And so my message really is about self-care and taking care of yourself, and the importance of addressing and acknowledging the fact how physical incidences and physical effects that you have from accidents, from anything else in your life, can affect your mental health. Talk a little bit about Moose Jaw Family Services. Like I said before, with my experience with my life, I've turned to trying to help people with mental health and having an understanding of the mental health needs that people need, and that there is a light at the end of the tunnel through all of this. And this is why I'm so dedicated and passionate about the support that we give. And so I'm just new to Moose Jaw Family Services, and with that, we are just pumping up a lot of programming and things here. So we do offer some one-on-one counseling. We'll have some groups that will be emerging fairly soon for youth and for children. So we have the Young Parent Program, which is for 14 to 21-year-olds. We have the Living Independent Skills, which is for 14 to 19-year-olds to learn how to live independently. We have one-on-one counseling that is offered. We have family support and diversion here, which is through social services. And we're looking at developing more programming to meet the needs of people. So if you feel like you need some help and support, even if it's just a one drop-in, an ear to listen to you, we are here to help, and we are here to support you. You can also check out our website, and you can check out our Facebook page as well. My message of hope is around the importance of leaning on people who can help you out in times of need, that your family and your friends are there. We all need people, and we all need to depend on others to get us through some very tough times, whether it's the physical healing of things or the emotional healing with things, and just somebody to be your champion. Self-care is so important in this. I discovered that with the physical pain and things like that, I knew that I would have to live with this for the rest of my life. And rather than choosing to just live day by day, I focused on the future and what I can do for myself and how the effects of that. So with my post-traumatic stress, I really had a lot of anxiety around wintertime and driving. That still exists for me, and it still rears its ugly head every time the first snowfall comes or the first drive I have to do. And so it's important that I talk to somebody about it. I share how I'm feeling. I share my stresses about it, and then finding out what works for you. So some of my self-care is really blasting some music, taking some deep breaths. I do some meditation the night before and things like that, just to help my system settle so that I'm not anxious when I'm driving. And I also have realized that over the years, that if you just expose yourself to that, you make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're doing the support, that you can get through it. And that even if it does rear its head, because you've gotten through it in the past years, that you can get through it again. So it's about positive talk and positive self-talk in regards to that. And that's where your champions come into play too, to remind you about kind of some of those things. in regards to the chronic pain, it's a matter of finding other things. I decided that I did not want to use pain medication throughout my life. I found that it kind of distorted my reality. It affected me in other ways, and it affected me mentally. And so there's not oftentimes a link between your physical health and your mental health. And I think more work needs to be done around that, and acknowledgement of how that stuff does impact your mental health. And so with that, I have decided to not take pain medication, but kind of be on top of my own physical health and physical self-care, as well as I find things like meditation, self-hypnosis, and things like that are really helpful. Being mindful in moments, visualization, that can help reduce the amount of pain that I do experience, especially when it also emerges around the winter months as well. So my voice of hope is that there are people out there to help you, and there are people that will acknowledge the physical and mental health link with things, and perseverance, and just leaning on your champions to help you through those tough times.